Oh, hey, Brandon. I didn't see you there. Recently, we've been wondering how parenting affects academic success. We've gone out to interview three experts on the topic. With you, we'll be going on a journey to find out what it is that makes teenagers perform well in high school.
Just go in there and ask her, damn it. God.
Bestie, what's up? Can we interview you for a project?
Yeah. Okay.
It's simple, straight to the point. How much did you enjoy high school? How would you describe your high school experience?
It was good after sophomore year.
How so?
Cause freshman and sophomore year there was like nothing much to look forward to, just classes, and they weren't even fun classes. And then junior year I joined track, so that gave me like a different. Actually, no, I joined at the end of sophomore year, and that gave me like a different like a motivation to go to school and and see my friends from the team and have fun after school. So then that kind of encouraged me to join other things. And then I did a bunch of things my senior year, so that was really fun.
Can you describe a little bit how your parents acted towards you during this period? And second, can you tell us how do you think that influenced the way you acted towards school?
Let's see.
So first is describing the
Yeah,
parents
yeah.
part.
Describing the parents part. I think freshman and sophomore year they were way more strict. So that disencouraged me from joining clubs and sports because they kind of how can I describe it? Like they weren't very open about letting me like do things after school, go to people's houses, like go to fundraisers, that kind of stuff, stay in school after 3 p.m. Like it was just always about where are you with or who are you with, where are you, what are you doing, like just things that kind of disencouraged me from staying at school and doing different things with my time. But then after junior and senior year, or after junior year, they were a little bit more easygoing. They understood that I had to, be in sports or in clubs and like try different things, or else I just wasn't gonna do anything with my time, because they started trusting me more. They started realizing like she's doing good things with her time. She's in sports. She's she's engaged in school. So let's let her do more things. They went from like really strict and just like constricting to like a little bit more easygoing and understanding. They were always really supportive of like doing good in school, like grade wise. But I guess there was a change from me focusing completely on academics to actually realizing like, wow, there's some interesting stuff to do in school. Like it's not all about just showing up at 8 a.m. and going through boring classes and having to do well in school no matter what. Like even if you don't like the subject, or even if you don't think school's that interesting. But then it started going from that to like realizing that there are different things that you could be interested in. That was really important in high school. So yeah, it was just more of going from like just 100% academics to trying to find out like what you like find out your personal interests.
What do you wish your parents had done differently that would have like made your experience more enjoyable, or that would have made it easier to be in high school?
I think sometimes I wish they would have been a little bit more, what would you call it? Just like engaged with what I was doing, because sometimes it seemed like, how can I say this? Like I guess you could see it too, like they kind of like expect you to do well, but they don't really check up on you that often. They don't really like make sure that you do your homework. But, things that other parents do, especially when you're really young, like freshman year, you're basically still a kid. Like you need someone to check up on you and make sure that you're on track, you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing, or just to ask you like how's school, like how's this class, did you turn this in, like little checkups like that can be very helpful. Our parents, they're very they kind of just assumed that we were very independent and that we could handle it all. So there were a few times when I struggled and I didn't really want to admit it. It wasn't easy to admit that I was struggling or that I was doing bad, because it's like you have that expectation that you're gonna get good grades, you've always done well, you've always been like the smart one, so there's no space for like messing up. It can be hard to see those things, like ask for help and like just admit that you're struggling or that you're messing up, maybe, because everybody messes up, especially like first year in college. But I mean, if I could go back, I think that would be one thing. Like, I'm still grateful for everything they did, because I understand that they didn't go to school here, so they don't really understand like how the system works and like what they could do to help. But I think just being a little bit less strict in terms of just like daily life, and being a little bit more strict and concerned with academics and like the actual things that go into education.
That wisdom was from my own sister's perspective, but what do the professionals think about this? We asked parent and high school counselor Solomon Wong to find out.
So, now that I have two teenagers, I'm going to say what you use as parenting changes. So, what was effective when my girls were younger, and when they're older, definitely changes. First of all, you want to listen. Even when they're younger, you want to have the patience to hear them out. Especially when they're younger, they have a harder time expressing what they want to say or describing what's happening. So patience is important. I feel that one of the most effective ways of being a parent is to find out what language your child is. And it does change. Most kids is a combination. Communicate with them. And then when the communication is there, when they feel loved, then the parenting comes a lot easier. It actually helps the student take more risk. They're like, okay, I can take the AP class. I can take this extra project, because I know if I do well, good. If I don't, I'm still loved.
And finally, after Ms. Wong's thorough insight, we asked Junior Alejandra Lopez to give us her opinion on the topic.
So I've been through a rough time. My dad isn't really the best dad I could have had. And so my mom, she made up for it. You know, she was my mom/dad.
Yeah.
And so at every award assembly there ever was, she was there cheering me on. Even though she had the stroller and she was struggling to get into the she was there taking pictures. It could be basic things. It could be, you know, the citizenship award, and then there she was just cheering me on. And just knowing that I have her support no matter what, it really helped me like accept my failures. Just knowing that she has my back, and that if I ever need to take a break, you know, she'll be there for me. It really helps me like not stress as much, you know, because it's, you know, the reason why I push myself so hard is because of my family. Like I want to be someone they can be proud of, someone they can look up to, like a role model kind of person. And so just her reminded me like okay, you're being that person for us. It really helps. Okay, like oh, my work isn't being unnoticed. Like it means something. So yeah. Having my mom as like, she's like my prime motivator. So she basically said, anything that's gonna help you accomplish what you want to do in your life, go for it. So since I didn't really have since I had like freedom in choosing what I really wanted to do, I just kind of jumped for it. And yeah, it's something that I really love.
But after all these questions and interviews, what exactly can we conclude? Is there really one kind of parenting that makes students the most proficient academically? There's no definitive answer, because each individual reacts differently to the treatment he or she receives. So what is the better parenting? The truth is, we don't know.
The bright days are here, my sunny one shines so sincere, and sunny one so true, I love you. Sunny, thank you for the sunshine